I'm Regretti.
And I'm Rascally Papa.
And today we're playing Ratchet and Clank. This is a 2002 video game from Insomniac Studios, the creators of Spyro the Dragon, which you didn't know that.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Well, I think I've seen it in the beginning, but I've never, the beginning credits, but I've never paid attention.
This is the same guys.
Okay.
This was a PlayStation 2 game. I played it growing up a lot, and I love it. I hold it very dear to my heart. This is the PlayStation 3 version that we're playing.
How cute it is.
Yeah, it is very cute. That's Ratchet.
Oh my god, look at his ears!
Look at the hole in his pants where his tail goes. You think he poops out of that?
He probably takes his pants off just like every other, sentient, you know?
Yeah. Do all sentients take their pants off? They make pants with butt flaps.
I think that a lot of sentients don't wear pants.
Yeah, probably. So... If you're a sentient worm, what use do you have for pants? We're talking over the opening cutscenes, but there's no dialogue, and when there is, I can always cut that stuff out later. Okay. If it feels like it's not constructive. That's Clank.
Oh my god, I love
it. Look at him. He's very lovable. He's probably my favorite character in the game. Yeah.
He reminds me of oh wow, sorry, my nerd brain is malfunctioning because I don't really have one.
Right.
Groot. Kinda.
Okay, sure. I can see that in scale and face.
I think just
baby Groot. Yeah,
Groot. Baby Groot.
I like Clank a lot. This is we'll go there. We'll see that later. Spoiler alert.
I bet you Keisha would love this. Oh, we can cut this out. Sorry.
No, it's cool. Hey,
know that.
Talk about what you want to talk about because we got to be comfortable doing it.
I'm comfortable enough. So
yeah.
I'm feeling good. This is fun. Oh my god, look at your kitty!
I'm excited for cat noises in the recording because you know it's going to happen.
I know it's going to happen.
Yeah, it'll be cute. I'm really glad to make cute noises.
What would happen if I talked into this?
Like directly into it? You would be louder?
No, like the ball.
That's the microphone.
Okay, wait. You told me the ball was to make it...
No, that's the round thing.
And when you said the round...
you meant the micro... Don't touch it.
I'm not touching.
Okay. That'll be on the recording.
Are they going to talk soon?
No, we got to do some gameplay stuff first. So this is the game. You play Ratchet. You jump around. You got a wrench.
Their name is Ratchet?
His name is Ratchet. He carries a wrench.
Ratchet.
This is where I remember that the camera is inverted because this game is fucking ancient and it's impossible to control.
I actually prefer inverted. Yeah.
It's because you were broken.
I don't know. I play all my games inverted all the time.
Are you playing a game or steering an airplane?
I'm playing any of the shooter games I play, which are not very many.
That's insane.
I do them inverted because the camera I can't. It's weird.
You can't do it regularly.
That's my brain.
There's a reason they give you an option.
Yeah.
So you got 4 basic moves with the wrench. You've got a 3-move combo. You've got a jump strike that does double damage, and you can throw the wrench.
Okay.
And those are 3 things. I said 4.
Okay, so the
3-strike combo, which is just you hit them with your wrench. That.
Okay.
And there's a jump strike, which I'm sure I'll do in a second.
Oh, and you collect little bolts
bolts and money.
They're oh, dope.
And I have a leave no dollar left behind policy where I collect every dollar because they're all very important.
Are those toads going after you?
Yes.
Are they cane toads? Because if they get you high, you should definitely not kill them.
They're just big frogs. I think they're spiky, or maybe they got teeth. I don't think I get hit in this opening tutorial level.
Oh wait, okay, so you can hit stuff. You have your jump strike, which is that what you just did?
And that'll do twice as much damage.
Oh really?
Yeah, which is pretty useful. If you're trying to play this game, that's the bomb glove I just used. If you're trying to play this game with any kind of efficiency, which you don't have to, it's a pretty easy game.
Yeah.
You'll pay attention to how much damage things do. But this is, it's a real easy going platformer from the early 2000s, so you don't have to worry too much about how hard it is to play, you know?
I feel like, it might just be me of my lack of knowledge of all this stuff.
Sure.
But I feel like the graphics are pretty good for it being in the early 2000s.
This is a good looking game. A big part of that is we're running it on a PS3 instead of a PS2, so it's in 1080p and it's in widescreen.
Wait, I'm confused. You said this is a PS2 game?
This is a PS2 game. They ported it to the PlayStation 3.
Oh, so they just remade it, just like they do with every game, a lot of games.
Instead of it's not exactly a remake because it's exactly the same game.
No. Sorry, that's it's incorrect verbiage that I'm using. Yeah. It's kind of like how I'm playing BioShock on my Switch right now. Okay.
Yeah, I think BioShock might have had some work done to the controls. This is like just the base game running at a higher resolution and a different aspect ratio.
Okay. So are the game controls between the PS?
It's the same controller. 2
and 3 are the same?
Because
I'm actually more familiar with the PS2 than I am the PS3.
This is a PS3 controller.
Okay.
It's identical. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's wireless. I like the PS3 controller a lot.
Speaking of how do you think of the PS5?
I think that it's cool. It's worth buying this year.
I hate
the way that it looks. Yeah, it's hideous.
I hate it.
Agree. Yeah, agree.
And Aaron, my boss,
of course, Aaron.
He's like, oh, you don't like it? He kind of likes the way it looks, and I'm like, I hate it.
I like that.
It looks so corporate and gimmicky. I don't know. Do you know what I mean though when I say that?
I get it. It looks like a movie version of the future. It looks like.
I don't like it. It looks like it's like
Minority Report.
It's like it's like a try-hard version of what the.
Yeah.
This reminds me a lot of... Sorry, I'm like switching gears.
No, go for
it. What were you going to say though?
Oh, I was going to say that I like that they made it look bad. I would much rather...
like that they made it look
bad? I would much rather it look bad than boring. I'm happy with how both of the consoles
I wish
look.
they would have kind of gone the same route as all the other ones look. I like things that like are like consistent. Like when you try to change it up too hardcore, I don't think it's as... sorry, we
this is our first speaking cutscene. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A moment of silence.
It's okay.
You're quite handy with your wrench.
There's no subtitles option.
So are they speaking in English?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, that's rough.
What do you mean? So you're saying I can't hear it?
Do you know where I might find that fellow?
Well, he's on the radio every week. Other than that, no. Hey, what's with all this save the solar system stuff anyway?
It's an infobot.
Citizens my race, the blog, have a small problem.
That's the Jeff Bezos of this world.
I love his fucking ponytail.
We're no longer able to dwell here. But Chairman Dreg.
I like his painted nails.
Yeah.
Are they painted? They look painted.
You know, all the other members of his species are wearing gloves, so it's not really possible for us.
They're painted.
It does look decorative.
I love it.
He's stylish.
So I like him more than Jeff Bezos for sure.
Right now he's talking us through his plan. So the planet that his species is on is like heavily polluted.
Sure.
And he's just taking other planets in the solar system and removing chunks of them and destroying them to build a new planet for his species.
Okay.
And so Ratchet and Clank's like main motivation is like stopping this guy because he's clearly evil.
Okay.
Clank was like born, saw this infobot, and was like, I gotta stop this guy, and then crashed a spaceship.
The people on those planets are hosed. Well, good luck getting
Clank is this tiny little robot.
Clank is the robot. Oh, well, okay, they haven't announced his name yet, but there's
because I was like, because this one's name is
Ratchet.
Which
is much funnier in the year 2020 than it was in 2002.
Obviously.
Yeah. It meant a different thing back then.
Oh, he's mad. Oh.
He was scanning.
Oh.
He's not mad, no.
He was mad.
He was just... So, Ratchet was building the ship. Couldn't take off with the ship because he didn't have an ignition system.
He kind of looks mad when he's scanning.
He just narrowed his eyes. He's just focused.
Oh, why does it look so sad?
His face.
People say that about me a lot, but they say I look mad and like a bitch. Hey,
check out that ponytail.
Dude, yeah. I would fuck him.
You would fuck Chairman Drek. Give it some time.
I can see. Oh wait, what I wanted to say before, because we were talking about so many things at once, and that can be really confusing to people to listen to.
Yeah.
So we have to like hone it in sometimes. But I was saying that I can totally see the resemblance of, like, I don't know, Spyro.
Oh, like the animation styles and the way that the characters are designed.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a pretty clear lineage, especially in stuff like level design and character control. These games are really well done, really well put together. This is my favorite out of the whole series. There's like
who the fuck is that? That looks like who's that guy from Arrested Development? The never nude guy.
Oh, I know his name, but I couldn't tell you right now.
That's what that looks like.
I think it's the Buzzball. David Cross.
David Cross.
It's the Buzzball.
Looks like David Cross.
Yes, it does. You think he's got cut off jorts under that robe?
Probably.
The planet we're flying to. He's like some councilman involved in that.
Okay.
And Chairman Drek is destroying his planet.
Weird. Okay.
And so we're gonna save him or fight some robots or whatever.
Okay.
We're doing video game stuff.
Have you ever seen Bar Rescue?
That's the no.
Okay. The evil guy. What's his name?
In Bar Rescue? The thing I haven't seen?
No.
Oh, Chairman Drek.
I will learn this eventually.
Yeah.
Chairman Dreg, he looks like the guy from Bar Rescue, the host.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Oh, how nice.
It's a really pretty game. And this
well,
is
so is Spyro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They made it, Carl. It's a kid's game.
I think I prefer kids games. Like, I obviously enjoy... Like, one of my favorite games is BioShock, and that is not a kid's game, but I do it for the story play more so than anything.
Video games took a really, really long time. Oh, I'm showing off the shop. We can't afford that shit.
Okay.
Video games took a really long time to find their feet when it came to maturity, and BioShock was really important in that, but there's a lot of, like, really poorly done, mature games.
Yeah. Oh, can you dive deep down?
You can dive. I do. I'll show it off later,
Yeah.
I'll show it off right now. Look at that. Mechanics. See how it says push X harder to rise more quickly? That doesn't work. That works in the PS2 version.
I push a lot of things harder to,
to
do stuff more quickly.
The PS2 had pressure-sensitive buttons.
Oh,
so the harder
really?
you press buttons, there's like 8 games that take advantage of it, but yeah.
There's only 8 games
okay,
of the whole...
I don't know how many actually, but it was a rarely used feature because...
Really? That's interesting. I feel I feel like that's before its time. We don't do that now.
We do.
Do we?
The PS5 is a super innovative controller. We can talk about that later, but that
I
thing
didn't
is
know
super
that,
neat.
but because I haven't done. I honestly, I'm gonna be honest. It's like very discriminatory of me, but I looked at how that shit looked and I was like,
well,
I don't like it.
Yeah, that's hey, if you're not deep into that shit, I'm trying to find.
But
secrets.
also, I don't know anything about gaming really,
Yeah.
so I think that's how I base my
That's
judgment.
how people operate, right?
Yeah.
As they look at it. I would totally buy a PS5 if I hadn't just bought a big ass fucking gaming computer like 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can't really justify the expense.
I was thinking about buying a PS5, but I just bought that Switch,
Yeah.
and
PS5 is like $400.
which isn't bad.
It's not a whole lot.
I paid. Well, how much did I pay?
The Switch is $300.
I paid $2.
Secrets.
I paid $260 for
Did you
mine.
see
though.
me destroy that wall?
I saw that.
That
Yeah.
was a secret.
What is that?
So this,
Wait, can we get more wine?
Yeah.
Okay.
But check this out first before you go.
Okay.
Gold Bolt. Those are hidden
you get
away.
a big one. That's a big boy.
That won't matter until actually
It's a big boy. Will you say that?
after we finish the
You said
game.
big
It's a
boy.
big boy. It's a big boy, and it's gold, and you want to find them all. And we don't have to think about it at all until very much later.
Interesting.
I'm gonna miss most of them because I don't know where these things are located.
Sure.
Like I'm looking at guides as I play the levels, but also like some of them you got to go back to collect.
Okay.
Look at the air meter over there on the right.
I didn't see it.
It's just tucked away. It's just peeking out. I think it's kind of cute.
I did not see it at all.
Right there. Oh, the lamp is in the way.
Oh, this.
Yeah.
This thing.
Yeah, watch.
Oh, I've already seen that. I
Yeah,
thought
but-
you were
but
trying
look-
to show me something else.
Look at it.
Yeah, it's a little
watch
bubbly.
it. Watch at it, and then it's hiding. Not all the way. It's just hiding a little bit.
I don't think that's cool, but
No,
whatever you say.
I just think it's fun.
Sorry, just being a dick.
Okay.
I'm gonna get more wine.
Go get some wine. I just bought the Pyrocitor.
What's a
which is gun.
pyrocitor? Oh, this is
It's a video game flamethrower.
Okay.
It sucks.
Why would you buy? Did you
because
know that at the time?
Yeah. I know the game fairly well. Almost
So
all.
you did it for funsies?
Yeah. Well,
Oh, just jump from such a height.
Yeah. No falling damage, thank God. Ooh, that's bad. But yeah, it's got a very short range and throws out damage very quickly.
Okay.
And we can talk about it after you get some wine. Go get your wine.
Okay, bye.
Fill up my cup, too. Or just bring the bottle. Just go grab the bottle.
I just did it. Do you see that pivot 4 times?
It was impressive. I didn't know you could turn on a dime like that.
I can. I aim to please. Alright.
So, watch me shoot this gun. I'm probably going to give up on it here in a second. But, like, you see the range on that thing? How it just goes, like, maybe 2 or 3 of its own lengths forward and then stops? It's really not good.
Okay.
Top me out.
It looks fine right now.
Yeah. There's situations where it's useful. There's just not many of them. And it's an early game weapon. Like, you don't want the strongest weapons right at the beginning because you want progression, right?
It's almost out, so.
Yeah, for sure. We got more wine.
I thought you might want the rest. There's only like this much left.
Oh, gotcha.
Let me just...
Setting aside.
There you go.
So you might have noticed this level has little bird dudes and big robot guys.
Okay.
That's a through line for the whole series, essentially.
Okay.
Well, especially this first game. The way the enemies are designed is there's like a small enemy and a big enemy.
Okay.
And I don't have much more to say about it than that. I just think it's neat. It's like a
I haven't
like a
seen
game
the
design
birds.
Stuff.
What is...
We'll run into them again.
Okay.
They're little bird dudes. There's big enemies and there's weak enemies. The weak enemies
But the
die
big
in one
enemies
hit.
are the ones we just saw.
Yeah, and they'll stand still and they'll shoot 3 shots in the same
Ooh,
spot.
what is that thing popping up off the ground?
You will find out about that later. That's a couple episodes out. Maybe like in a week or 2 actually, because I haven't recorded. The next time we do this,
Yeah.
you'll see it'll pay off. It'll be a payoff. And you know what? You're gonna fucking love it. I'm actually excited for you to see it because I think you actually are gonna be excited about it.
I am.
Yeah.
I need more games that are... The reason why I've been playing Animal Crossing so much is because my whole life is stressful, so it's really nice to...
This game is absolutely anti-stress. There's parts of it that are frustrating.
And the
but...
Odyssey game you gave me actually is fine, too.
Nice. Yeah, yeah.
Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
That one is really, really easy.
Yeah.
Right now it's easy.
Yeah.
But that one's fine. It is nice to just... Honestly, I...
Those are the bird guys.
Oh, okay. Oh, in the air right there?
Yeah, flying around.
Okay.
They'll fly down.
Alright. Because the older Mario games, I felt
They're
like...
tough.
They are. They're hard.
Yeah, you gotta figure them out.
So Odyssey right now, and I guess that's what we actually talked about this the other day. I felt like maybe it was too easy or something, and that's why I was having...
You were having trouble enjoying it.
Yeah. And with... But I also... I don't know. I guess when I expect things in games to come at me, I'm like really just... I think that's why I get stressed out, because I'm ready for it to be hard, because I want it to be hard.
Yeah. There's something to be said for overcoming the challenge.
Yeah, but when they're just so easy, like with Animal Crossing, you know that's just gonna be easy. You're doing something else. You're collecting things.
You're in there for the relaxation of it.
Not even the relaxation, but like you have a different goal. You're like collecting things, or you're like buying things, so that
there's like a
you
larger...
you can like make house. It's like The Sims. Like The Sims is really easy, but like but like you're doing. It's like a different feel when you're playing it. I don't know, but like when you're playing stuff like this. Sometimes I want to play stuff like this, and I want it to be semi-hard, but I also don't want it to stress me the fuck out.
Yeah,
like,
and I really appreciate the linearity of Ratchet and Clank. It's very easy to feel like you're making progress without having to worry about larger goals. Like, all you gotta do is run down the level, look at the map, and figure out... Oh, there's that guy again.
David Cross.
Yeah, David Cross.
What are you? Mercenaries? Torturers? Assassins? I'll tell you anything.
And then the thing that looks like R2-D2.
Yeah.
That's all I've got left.
Yeah, they're kind of...
No,
little
it kind
Star
of looks
Wars.
like Wall-E.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I...
Wall-E looks like them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right, because it came out before.
Wall-E was like 2008.
Not too far off, but...
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder. Probably not inspired. Well, maybe. I don't know. There were a lot of people comparing Ratchet and Clank to Pixar movies when the PS3 games started coming out.
I love Pixar movies.
And maybe someday we'll make it to those games. I might have to buy a PS5 so we can keep doing this series if we do all the Ratchet and Clank games.
We should. I told you I kind of want to buy one. I just hate the way it looks.
Yeah.
It really does.
From an interior decorating standpoint, it's a tragedy.
I really like my Switch because it's very like
Nintendo knows hardware design. Oh my god.
Yeah, they do, but they also like it's like so discreet.
Yes. Yeah.
It's not like this thing like I had this big console.
You can even get just gray controllers for it, so it doesn't.
I
stand
like
out
the
at
fun
all.
controllers. Yeah, I do like those.
I bought
but
the fun ones. I got yellow ones down there.
yeah, I really want to get like light blue ones and stuff. But I because I just have the OG ones. I have
The red and blue.
The red and blue.
Oh, we got a ship.
You can count on us, sir.
Sorry, I'm also watching this, so I'm trying to like pay attention to what's
It's
going
cool.
on.
Basically, I'll give you a rundown of the cutscene real quick.
Cool.
Oh, this is the map.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
I'm
good.
glad you have a map. Yeah.
It's a good video game map.
Yeah. It's
so-
simple. It's not, there's not too much stuff on it.
Yeah, and it's very straightforward. A map should be easy to interpret.
Sometimes they're hard.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of terrible maps in games.
There's just a lot of terrible maps
In
generally.
general, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, have you ever seen Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild?
What do you think my answer is going to
The
be?
answer is no. That game has my favorite map of all time. It's topographical. It like shows you the terrain. It's detailed in a way that just no other game map is, and it's meaningfully detailed. Like the topography of that game matters a lot.
And topography is like so interesting to me, but it's
Navigating in the 3D
but
space.
we just live in a time where it's not it doesn't
Not as important.
It's not important.
Yeah.
And I think it's also difficult for people, honestly, unless you're studying a niche thing, because also like it's not super relevant.
That's funny because I'm from an area that has actually zero topography. Like Champaign, Illinois is just flat. All of Illinois is flat. Above a certain latitude.
Sure.
And so coming to Portland, like when I had to buy a new phone a couple of years ago,
Yeah.
I had to navigate using the topography because my phone was broken to get to the Sprint store. And I was like, I know where I am because of the shape of the land. And it was like, it was fun. It was like a really nice, fun experience for me.
But also I feel like you intuitively can do that because I know you don't like to consider yourself this, but I think when you are a gamer,
Oh, yeah.
I think that you're more intuitive to maps just generally.
Well, to navigating in the 3D space, right?
Yeah.
Because in a game, you have to know how to do that.
Yeah.
In awkward situations where the camera is not fucking good. This
awkward
game,
situations at all.
games have figured out cameras, but this is from the time in between where cameras were great and when cameras were like functional. Like the first game to have a good 3D camera was Super Mario 64.
Yeah, it's my favorite game of all time.
Really?
Yeah, did you not know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I tried to tell you the other day when you got your like little. Wait, can you tell them what you got the other day?
Oh, the Retroid Pocket 2,
Yeah,
like a little
yeah.
Android emulator box.
That's
that
the
plays on
only
64.
Mario 64 one. I remember I had one growing up because my sister had one.
The N64.
The
Yeah.
N64, but she had Mario 64, and that's
Yeah.
what I would play. So when I was 16, I was like, I really want that again.
Yeah.
And so my sister actually went out of her way to go to like a thrift game store,
Retro
and
game. Yeah,
she
yeah.
got me a Nintendo 64 with that game specifically because that's what I wanted.
That's so sweet.
And then, of course, I grew up, and I ended up giving my Nintendo 64 to my nephew. My nephew, who I was talking about earlier.
That's
we're
wonderful.
very close. That's why,
Yeah.
very like love him very much. But
This is... I know I said Clank was my favorite character. This guy's my favorite character.
I feel like I like him already, just because
the
I like
plumber?
his beard.
So he just said...
He reminds me of a chef.
He just said socioeconomic disparity. What you didn't know is that this game is woke as fuck.
I'm dabbing to that.
There's a major theme about corporate overreach and...
I love that.
well, that's the major theme is
obviously
corporate
that's
overreach.
like my whole
Yeah.
life, but I love that.
Yeah. I respect the people who wrote this game quite a bit because there's some fairly adult themes for a kid's game, essentially.
Sure, but okay, there's so many things I think about that. But let me finish my story. So that's why I bought the Mario 3D on
3D
the
All-Stars,
Switch,
yeah.
because it had Mario 64.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
That's my favorite game. Yeah.
And now you can play it in HD and in...
And now I can
1080p.
play it, yeah. And honestly, I'm playing it right now, and it's not that it's kind of difficult. And I remember it being a kid and it being difficult. And
I don't have...
and now I'm playing Odyssey, and it's not difficult at all. And I'm like, okay.
Nintendo's honed their shit down a lot in the past 20 years.
Yeah.
I don't have childhood memories of Super Mario 64. I didn't really play that game growing up. So for
I'm
me,
also
it's
just like 2 years older than you.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll say.
Yeah.
I think it's because I had I had an older sister who, like, you also had older brothers, though.
You had way less experience with video games than I did in general.
Yeah.
Like, these were the games I played growing up, but
Yeah.
this was like a small segment of a wide swath of games.
Yeah.
Because my dad was a game developer, so they were just in the house all the time.
That's right.
Yeah.
Did you tell me that you were in a video game?
I am in a video game.
That you never got money
I never played. Yeah, I mean, I was a 7.
Yeah, you told me that.
I had a voice part.
I thought someone else
in
told
a
me that.
cutscene. No, that's me.
Okay.
It's my 2 seconds of fame because nobody cares about that game.
Baby, this is about to be fame.
Maybe this is about to be fame. People will look back on these episodes and they'll be like, "Wow, they were unrefined."
I don't think we're gonna change very much, but
I hope not. This is fun.
it's
So we just beat the first level. We got an info bot for the next level we're gonna go to.
Okay. This water reminds me of Sonic. I know you hate that game.
I don't hate Sonic.
But do you know when you go over the lines and it makes you really go fast?
Oh, the grind rails?
Yeah.
There's grind rails in this game.
Yeah. Reminds me of that.
It'll remind you more when we in this game are grinding on them, because that'll happen.
Like grinding?
Like on the
What is
rails.
happening?
So we're done. That's the first episode that we just finished.